Welcome back to UnProvoked, the podcast where we talk about all things sent to provoke you and how to navigate through those things. Jojo, we did not do a sound check, but
can you hear us?
It's good.
Check
all right,
1 2 1 2.
Yeah,
we still got to go to the stew.
It's on our list of things to do, guys. Don't worry.
We're gonna knock it out before the year's over.
Comment down below who you think would be the better rapper.
Shanice.
For real?
Yes.
You think Shanice got more flow than me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Jojo, who you think would be a better rapper?
Like, yeah.
Probably Shanice.
Period. Who y'all think I'm? You know I got bars.
She's from New York.
She from the Bronx.
Somebody gonna tell me yesterday.
Get on ratchet.
Somebody gonna tell me yesterday. I was picking my son up, and I was like, I said, bro, let's go, or bro, we out. Somebody said you talk like a dude. I was like, I didn't say nothing wrong. It was like you talk to your son like he bro. So he gang. Right. My son is gang.
My son is gang.
And then if you hear DJ talk, he'd be like, "Oh my God, bro!"
Sound like a little suburban.
How about when he say son?
Yo, yeah, he'd be like, "Oh, come on, son." Like, relax, DJ.
Yes,
like,
DJ.
You trying?
That be my.
Okay.
Oh,
everything all right?
We're starting already.
Woo!
That be my thing. I call everybody son, and I really gotta check myself on saying it.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I'm bruh.
I talk to my son like he's my homie.
Bruh.
all the time. It's either yo bro or like son.
And they told my sister like she for sure was the coolest sister. She was like, yeah, she was. I've always been the cool one.
Taquasia say that all the time.
Yeah, I'm the cool one.
She always like, cool. They used to be like, "You're Shanice's sister."
Period. Like I'm the cool one. Definitely the cool one.
Yeah, when I met your sister, I was like, "How are they sisters? How they really?"
Yeah, like
it's
like the shit I posted today. Like she's really like the organizer, and I'm like the wild one. Like, what we doing next?
But they had a family trip planned to Jamaica, and Shanice stayed behind. She got on the flight because after one day,
they was having too much fun without me,
bitch,
and I was sad.
So you just booked you a flight.
Something like that.
Period.
It's a little more behind.
I mean, look at me and JoJo. We're yin and yang, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed. Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
We're like,
and it's so crazy because me and JoJo are so much alike. And you and my sister are nothing alike.
It's
crazy.
Younger. It's gotta be a younger thing.
Yeah.
But JoJo's the chill one. I was the turn up one.
Yeah, there's something about that second child. I'm sure JoJo, something with JoJo that should be like this goddamn JoJo.
No,
You
nothing.
really just that calm?
JoJo be dead ass chilling.
Even in the spot, like I have been taking the JoJo's from the spot, like to the spot for mad long. He don't care.
That's crazy.
Not like that's true. I just don't like.
Most normal kids at
really
17, if they were getting, you see, look how cool he is.
Like, I'm not gonna
Most
see
kids,
certain
he's also a boy too.
and fan out. Like I really don't.
But he's also a guy.
Most guys that you would take to the strip club at 17 would be like a kid in a candy store.
But yeah,
JoJo ain't no cool.
Your
He
father was
so-
also a big dog. So what is he excited about? Like, you know what I'm saying?
True.
Like, it's not like y'all, like, you know.
Like, oh, titty.
Yeah, right? Like, not saying that your dad did shit like that, but you know, like when you come from a certain background, it's like,
But he would have.
oh. Like, what's the story you told us? Y'all went and seen ponies or had a fucking limousine?
Right.
That shit is titties? You think he excited over some titties?
Like,
y'all got ponies?
I remember one year I was like, I think like my 6th birthday, 6th or 7th.
Ponies and titties.
They took me out a big ass party at Hooters.
Yes, 6th or 7th birthday. Your party was at Hooters.
See what I'm saying?
And
you think he excited about some titties?
He made like all the
17?
girls sign my shirt, take pictures of me.
hilarious.
See what I'm saying? Your dad set the tone already, so that's why he's so cool now.
I got my ears pierced that same night.
See?
My mom was sick.
I wish we could have your dad on this couch because what?
Oh my God! First of all, let me just
Boobies
say
and
something.
diamonds.
My mom was tight because it was just me, my
but
dad, and then my like guy cousins. Like,
if my father was alive, Kim would not be the Kim she is today.
Imagine him for JoJo's 21st birthday. Jesus,
Kim would be
I was getting dragged out of the spot.
a saint.
we would have been in Vegas.
in Vegas.
My dad was a big ass gambler.
Oh, that's where you get it from.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
But he does sports betting. My dad didn't
I
like
gambled just like him though. Like I gambled dumb aggressive.
Yeah.
My mom used to
gotta
like
go to
bug
Vegas.
out. Like my dad used to have like 20,000 winning on the table. She'd be like, "Take it out, take it out." He's
Like when I like say like I like craps, every time like I'll hit, like I keep the money, I keep everything on the table. I just keep doubling and doubling and doubling.
Jesus.
Get $20 for me.
I bet $1.
And that's at the penny slot.
Like my mom should play that shit like a job. Like my mom would sit there like 4 hours and make like 200. Me, I want to get rich like that.
Okay, so I gotta go with Connie.
Like I would be like that.
Connie, my speed.
I play everything on roulette. I put a quarter in between. So I got like
She literally just break it even every time.
and just sit there like
break it even every time.
So it's probably like 10 cents on this, 10 cents on that.
But
like
it pays out though.
Yeah, you got.
Because I think roulette's like each number is like.
But you gotta put that. But I remember, never forget. I went to the casino with one of my male friends, right? And it's just like I had these guy friends. They was African, and they used to just call like, "Yo, pull up with me."
Oh,
so I had So I had this guy. He was like, "Yo, come with me to the casino like on Tuesdays and at Empire." It was like double. So we went, and he was betting. He was like, "Here." So he gave me like $300. He was like, "Put it on 7," and I was like, "No, it's roulette." And I was like, no, I'm scared. He was like, "Yo, do it." I said, no, I'm scared. So then they had already closed the bets. 7 hit. That man was so fucking mad.
I would have been high.
Bitch, I would have been mad.
He was like,
I would have been high.
He was like, "Yo, put it on 7." I'm like, no. He was
Put
like,
on
"Yo, just
like
do it."
11 bands or some shit.
Yeah, he was mad. He was so
I think it's
mad.
like 37-1.
He was fucking. He was like, "I'm telling you." But I think them niggas was Africans be scamming. Them niggas knew what was going on.
Nah, you
They
know who
knew.
was crazy at the casino? Asians.
Asians.
First of all, I used to play baccarat.
That's the Asians run.
Yeah.
Baccarat.
Yo, they sit there like this, shoes off like this at the table. Like,
mad bread on the
relax.
table.
Like,
Bro,
Really?
Asians
Yes.
in baccarat is like
and they
insane.
watch the table. I started watching the table because they watch. They got to watch like the first
I
5
dated
hands.
somebody
to
that
know.
like was OD obsessed with baccarat, and you know, like he lost like that 30 bands within like 2 months time span. I'm like, I can't date you.
Right.
I can't
Nah,
date you.
I don't think I
Baccarat
could date a
is-
gambler. Cause
You
I
gotta
gamble.
really look at it. Like, I know it sounds corny, but you really gotta look at it. Like, okay, yeah, it's just a gambling issue, right? Like, and that's your 30 bands. It's not mine. But say we were to have a house.
Now
Imagine.
mortgage is at the casino.
See, there's limits though. Like you gotta kind of know.
But see, some people be out here like exceeding them limits, just thinking
It's
like,
because it's
I'm
so
a hit. I'm a
easy.
hit.
It's
Yeah.
like
It's
you chase
like
it
drugs.
after a
Yeah.
while.
It's a high.
That's why people go to Gambler Anonymous.
Like I'm not going like when I was in AC, bro, I was in the casino till like 8 in
Wow.
the morning.
What, JoJo?
But because look, I think I put like 300 down, and I got up. I was up like 900. Then I lost everything. I was down to like $50. So then I kept playing to get it back, and then I broke even, and I was like, I'm chilling, I'm good.
That would have pissed me off. Just to break even. I gotta if I put 200, I gotta
I was
come out with
happy as hell
201.
'cause-
I need something.
Yeah, and I'm cashing.
I'm
that
leaving
shit
here with
out
something.
now, okay?
I was going through.
I think the most I won gambling was like $200, and I was lit in the line with my ticket. Cash me the fuck out, okay? We going out to eat, like
Y'all, you know, every week we gonna mention music. This week, the twins over here got something to talk about.
We were talking
Future
so
disappointed.
yeah. JoJo and I were talking about we still don't. What is
Still
it?
don't trust
Yo,
me.
my memory is so bad. I was about to say we still don't fuck with you. We still don't trust you. I do not like it. I'll tell y'all the way I judge an album is if it's 14 songs and I like 8 of the songs is good to me. The good has to outweigh the bad.
That shows what 25.
And I only like
25
3.
songs?
And they start back at 1.
Yeah, it's mad weird.
It's very weird. It
Wait,
starts
the
back
new
at
one
1.
is 25 or to combining?
No, the
25?
new one.
Nah, it goes from like 1 to like 17, and then
then it starts
restarts
again
at
at
1.
No,
And I only like 3 songs so far.
no. Got
The first-
skin of a mosquito.
Right.
The first
Right.
song normally sets the tone for how I feel like the album is gonna be, and I did not like the first song.
That shit was so bad.
I
It was
also-
like a movie trailer vibe.
I felt like, and this made me give Drake a lot more props because I felt like Drake
Baby.
is so innovative that they tried to create a sound based off how Drake is always creating a sound, and it did not work.
Well,
It didn't work.
It was weird. It
Read
was
the
like
thing.
slow. Like
Oh.
weird shit.
So I was on TikTok, and TikTok always
Always got to see.
got to see,
but I
and
feel like
well,
they for real beefing, y'all. My little spidey senses tell me this is marketing.
Nah, but
It might
Metro's
be.
been going at Drake for some months now. Even
But
when
is it because he had an album coming out?
no, because even when I think Drake got nominated for an award or some shit, and he was tweeting talking shit about him, and then
Yeah, I
And
deleting
to
remember
it.
get
that.
Future on it, I don't. Like
Yeah, but you
what
gotta
you
think
what you
Metro
just
Future's
posted?
always
did y'all
in the
see
thing.
that The Weeknd took a jab at Drake and said, "I'm glad I ain't signed my life over." This shit is deep.
But like,
Deeper than
bro,
rap.
but then I seen a video when he was first like blowing up.
The Weeknd?
He's on stage like I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Drake.
Yeah, he does
Yeah.
feel that way, but he never signed to OVO, so that they had like
Yeah,
a
but now
little
you
tip.
can't diss somebody at that point. Like, you
Period.
know what I mean? Like,
That's like Drake dissing Wayne.
like
and
Drake,
it never happens.
bro.
It
Drake
never.
has to use that clip as like the intro to his next
I feel
album.
like Drake's next
Can't
project.
wait-
you
I can't wait
body
till the
him.
next album.
Drake's next project is so fueled by all these niggas
They
that
said
turned their
ASAP
back on
Rocky
him.
took shots at Drake too.
Yes. When do you hear ASAP on anything?
Child.
He was talking
ASAP
about
is
his
on
baby
there.
mother.
Yup. ASAP is on the album too. I feel like Drake's next album is gonna be so fueled by the hate
Disgusting.
train. That shit is going
But then
to.
even ASAP Rocky, there's a clip that came out when he was like, Drake is the first person to really put me on
Yep.
and all this shit. Like,
Yep.
Mark my words, y'all. This something
bro, he
is
has so
brewing.
much ammo.
This is a
on
marketing
everybody.
situation.
I don't know, but I feel like when Drake, everybody waiting for Drake to respond to this and respond to that. Drake's next album.
But that's
is
what
going
happens
to
when
be
you're at the top for
terrifying.
so
Like,
long. Like people trying
Yep.
to take
Yo,
this-
and that's the
take his
craziest
spot.
thing. Drake really been on the top for a really long
He's not
know
going
it.
nowhere.
So-
That
What,
nigga is
09?
laughing right now because he know the shit he about to put together, and then y'all question his pen all the time. Y'all fueling this man,
But
and I'm
Drake,
excited.
I feel like Drake is moving through his
And I'm
career
excited.
I'm excited because I
the
love
way
Drake.
like once upon a time Jay-Z used to. And I read this somewhere and it was just like they start aligning themselves with relevant people so that they stay relevant, right? Like
Yeah, you have to.
you have to. But it's
If you
like
notice, Drake's on every underground artist, and he makes them pop.
everything. He besties with Lil Yachty. He besties with Sexy Red. Like if you
Four
look
Bats?
at who he aligned himself with,
What's the name? Four Bats?
it's crazy.
Sing it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know the song.
Yes, he on that remix.
Yep. And they said
What
they
about
signed
when,
him.
what's
And he
that
signed him.
song that Shoot came out? Block Boy JB.
Oh yeah.
Shoot, that one.
No, Look Alive.
Yeah. Look alive.
Shoot was the
Young
other one he
Alive.
dropped.
He was on fucking I don't know. I would have never knew the Migos if it wasn't for Drake.
Versace.
So somebody had told me, right, that a topic that we should talk about is, do you feel like our area, New York, has lost its aura? And I'm like, what does that even mean? Like, and he said that back then, everybody used to want to be from New York. Like, everyone sounded like New York. Everyone had they swag like New York. And now they feel like the area is like trying to fit into like just trends, which is like down.
Well, now that's social media though.
And that's exactly what I said. And I said, I think a lot of it is driven by social media. Like,
It's everyone from everywhere is trying to just be what's lit at that time.
Yeah, but I don't think New York like lost its zhuzh. Like I
think New York is gonna always be New York.
Yeah,
Like when you're
York don't
there,
really give a
yeah,
fuck.
but I
At
think
all.
if
We
when you
don't
see
really give a
what
fuck about
pops,
that.
it's like different shit.
it's just so crazy to me how like social media can really change an entire world.
I mean,
Like,
it's not
it's
too
all
far fetched to
influence.
me. Yeah, it's not.
Because you gotta
far-fetched to
think
me.
now it's not as much as where you come from. Because it's like
Yeah,
social media is like its own place in a way. you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
I think
it's
we-
like its own
I
destination.
think
That's
that-
like when a boy was like, "There's no reason I should know a girl from Kentucky right now."
Right. But I think that social media, right?
My boo.
We don't like we struggle with accepting social media for what it is from that because we come from an era of AOL.
What was your AIM name?
XO La La
Paris the papers off.
Paris what?
Paris the papers off. And then I had one that was duffel bags off. Because me and my friends, we was the paper dolls.
I can't. What was yours?
We had sets in the Bronx.
XO La La Babe XO.
La babe. Hey. Yes.
What was yours?
What was yours?
I was Diamond Mommy 16.
What was your AIM name? Did you have AIM? You so young for AIM,
No,
right?
you too young for AIM.
What was your- you had
mine was
MySpace?
Paris the paper
No.
dolls.
Damn.
MySpace.
MySpace was steep. You
Yo.
I
move
was
somebody.
coming up when like Facebook
Facebook.
That's crazy.
Yo.
or like for my
Number
generation,
22.
it's Kick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's my generation.
What is it?
Kid.
Kid.
K-I-K.
What the fuck is KIK?
It's like an aim. It was
It's above
basically
us
an aim.
now.
Some AIM babies.
I was gonna say like Vine, like do it for the
Yeah,
Vine.
Vine, but like that's different.
Yo.
Yeah. So
It's
I,
Vine.
Vine got its little flow.
But I feel like we come from an era of AIM and sidekicks and stuff like that. So for us, it's just like social media can't drive that. Social media can't push that. Oh, you an Instagram model? Like, no, this is a real world now.
That's
Like,
a real
we
world.
have to get in tune with the fact that social media is a real thing and it's not going anywhere. It's just going to get more and more innovative.
But somebody I was on TikTok and this girl had said something you had said in a few episodes ago where it was just like, I'm going back to like social media when it was just like pictures and
Yeah.
being regular social, just like when you would take like cute pictures and just post the
Be
shit.
fun.
Yeah, and be fun and just be like social. It wasn't for like clickbait and shit like that. And I was going through my camera roll. And
I
was
definitely
like,
fell victim to it.
I'm definitely about to go back to social media.
I
how
fell
knew
victim to
was.
it like a week ago.
What?
I was just like, Shanice, like, let's go take pictures outside. And it was like for a purpose.
Yeah, but no. See, that's a good thing. Let me go take pictures and post myself. I specifically was talking about the people who
Like mysterious shit.
do mysterious thing, or like they'll post like one thing and it's just like it's like the most annoying. Like it's just like they'll just post like a location and then like you won't hear from them for 3 days. Like we don't really give a fuck. Okay, we don't care.
I think dumps is the best thing that happened to IG.
What?
Dumps.
Dumps.
Because JoJo love him a dump.
Oh, because I was
Because I
about to
feel
do
like
what?
it brings
I just-
back what you were saying. It's like fun. Like you could post any random shit,
That's
put it
it.
together. You get
yeah,
me?
I'm a
And you can
real.
have
I had to
fun
slow
with
down
it.
on the reels.
I actually love dumps. I think
I had to
dumps
slow
are
down
great.
on
Like,
reels.
they
You
funny
always
as hell.
love a reel. Like I would make a reel in there.
Like I'll be watching how some people like put together a dump. Like it'd be fun.
Your dumps be funny as hell.
My dump is just like dumbass memes I'll be having on my
But
phone.
it's social and it's creative.
I want us to
and-
get back to fun social media. Like I'm always gonna post like
What do you feel like was
Other
fun
shit.
social media?
posting.
when we had them raggedy ass collages
Posting,
and
yeah.
No
just out-
filters.
yeah, no filters.
No
or you only had the
filters.
Instagram filters that was shit.
I was even looking at like pictures of me from like 2 years ago, and like I didn't use a filter. So
My
was
thing
like-
is too is just the technology too at the same time. Cause you gotta think about it. Back then, you're using what, an iPhone 4. Nowadays,
still
these
using
new
one.
phones,
Yeah, one camera.
or like the new phones, the camera is better than real cameras. You get me?
True.
Yeah.
So it's not gonna look how it looked back then.
Which
no matter
is
what.
No, I'm not
But it's
talking
just- it don't need to
necessarily
look
about
like
that,
that,
but like
but
the getting back
it
to
was so
actually,
innocent.
yeah, like everything is like so premeditated on Instagram now. It's just like, yo, I'm not posting. Like, granted, we don't post where we at when we're there. We post after. Like, cool, that's fine. But like the whole idea of just like posting like the cheers thing right there, like the light up thing when you in a spot and then you go and ghost. If you're having a good time, it's nothing wrong with posting that you're having a good time. You want us to guess like, where you at? Who you with? Are you having a good time?
like,
Like no. If I'm having
either you go on
fun,
social media,
I'm gonna
being social or
post.
not. Like,
Yeah, like I don't like that whole mysterious
Like-
outside thing. Like you have fun. Cause let me tell you something. When I see people's story and I know they outside, and that shit have like a bunch of little dots on the story, I get comfortable. I'll be like, ooh, this
prepare
gonna be
for
a
it
good
tomorrow.
time. What?
Because I'm outside.
I'll be like, ooh, this gonna be a good time, and I'll be like,
outside
click,
tomorrow?
yes, I'm going
click.
outside.
Where you
I'm
going?
going to R&B only.
And you go, oh my
Period.
god, the girls are leaving.
Guys, I'm going to Houston for a week, and
Pull up on her.
I'm so nervous. I'm gonna be so homesick.
She didn't even get there yet. Already homesick.
Extremely.
You gotta go downtown, Houston.
But like, do you guys feel that? Like, do you experience being homesick?
Yes,
No,
I do.
I'm sick of home.
Gotta go. Nah, I do.
Hell no.
Like,
Plenty of time. I was on like a world tour. This one I got suspended from
the post office.
yes. And I had went to Atlanta. I was in Atlanta for like 7 days.
Okay.
And then I left from
But that's
Atlanta
what I'm
and went to
saying.
Miami for like 7 days. I was like, I
Okay.
gotta cut this trip short. It's too long for me. I was ready to keep going.
See, that's the thing. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm homesick, but it's certain destinations I can't be in for a certain amount of time. Like Atlanta, Miami, Houston, 3 days max. I don't need nothing more than that.
Then I went on a business trip to LA. I cut that shit short. And I was there like once the business was done, I was like, I had 2 additional days. I was like, I'm leaving. Change my flight, everything. And I was like, do I really want to do this?
That's how I feel about right
left.
now in Houston. It's like, all right, I leave Saturday. How about if I just leave Friday?
Now that I have traveled domestically by myself, I don't mind. The first time, like when I did it, I was nervous, but then I started to like enjoy myself and being by myself. So I think now, like if I was to go on a business trip and I had 2 extra days, I wouldn't mind. Yeah, I wouldn't mind staying because I like to kind of travel by myself.
I think if the business was elsewhere, I probably would have stayed. But I
Yeah.
did not enjoy LA.
I've never been to LA.
I
LA is
didn't
weird.
enjoy it. Huh?
It's like weird.
I went to like the
vibes.
Waffle
Yeah.
House by myself. I had a friend who lived in LA at the time, so whenever she was done with her stuff, we would link and stuff. And I also like I linked Justin once. I just I don't love LA. Like,
I wonder, like, if it's like us being from the East Coast.
it was
It's
not
so
my
different.
vibe. It was not
I
my
hear it's
vibe.
Our
so
vibe
different.
is very different.
It's
Yeah.
it's way
It
different.
was giving like go
Cali
run my
was
dog
a
at
little
6 in the
weird.
morning.
Vegas, I like Vegas.
I love Vegas. I wanted to move to Vegas at one point.
I wanna
did he.
move to Vegas.
I love Vegas, but I don't like tarantulas and shit like that. So you know,
I like the setup of Vegas. Like,
The casinos.
no. Like, you could get a house, right? And it's like kind of in like nowhere.
there's a lot of flat houses.
So you like by yourself, but then the strip is 15 minutes away, and there's anything
So you
you
can be
I
want.
was gonna get. I was gonna do
Yeah,
It's
I
all
like
about when you
both,
want to.
like-
Airbnb.
not even. It wasn't even Airbnbs at this time. I was gonna get a extended stay in the Palms because it's basically like an apartment. And like I was like literally doing the work. Like I think I'm gonna go here, and then I was like kind of caught in between going to Vegas and going to Miami, and then of course a guy, and I stayed. But I had got a job in the post office in Miami, everything. And
The only thing is like right now that I'm like sitting back and I'm thinking of, it's like I'm thinking about it and it's like, wow, like at one point I wasn't able to do this for myself. So now it's like I really am super nervous. And Shanice said to me today, like, sis, you gotta learn how to be alone. And I was saying it to my mom, like, yeah, I live alone, but barely. Like,
Right. And then your crash course in being alone is gonna be in Houston for a week.
that's fine. I said take your journal. I ain't see you journal in a while. Do that. I mean,
it's just like-
the amount
Bitch
of
gonna
time
come
you
back
gonna
with
be
a
there
book.
is a long time.
It's cool out there though. Like,
it's just like
Right.
looking back at life a year ago, it's like it really is crazy to see how far somebody can come in such a little bit of time. Because it's like, one, I couldn't even imagine being able to afford to do certain things. And
Yeah.
now it's like my life is, at one point when I was younger, like I used to be like, I can't wait to like travel for work. Like I used to always think that's mad dope. Like people just like getting on the plane and like traveling for work. And I feel like we don't take advantage of things like that.
I don't like hotels that much.
I love them.
I cannot.
Love them.
I gotta wrap myself up in a sheet. I gotta.
love them.
I don't love hotels that much.
Love them.
I'm really nervous, but I'm also very excited of something new. Like this is very new for me.
Yeah.
It's like a very like step out of my comfort zone. So I really am excited. And I feel like this year I promised myself that I was gonna do a lot of new things. And like I was really like having to sit and talk to myself like I don't have no kids. I'm not in a certain like I'm finally in a position to do certain things. And it's like I really need to enjoy myself.
You want us
Like
to come down, baby?
I do.
She does.
I can only come for brunch Sunday.
She want me to go for 24 hours.
I
Yo,
can, in and out. First thing in, last thing out.
That's fine. Tomorrow. It's Sunday.
She is
I'm
so
gonna come
dead
Sunday.
serious.
Camp hosting.
How about you come like tomorrow night and then leave Sunday?
No, I have plans tomorrow night. I told you I'm going to R&B only.
Oh, after.
Wow.
Get you some rich friends. You can just say.
Put me on the PJ.
She's so dead serious.
Let me out in
She
Cedar
wants the
Borough,
girls
baby.
to
What?
go
Shanice,
to-
I'm like, Shanice, just come to Houston
I'm
with me
like,
for
I
24
cannot just pick
She's
up
like,
a-
I cannot just pick up. I said, but I'm going to fly you out.
I said I need a man like you. But I cannot pick. Is that I cannot pick up and just be like, okay, I'm gonna go to like no.
Why? Just 20. Yo, nobody.
So DJ just not. DJ just not here.
Nobody would even know you're gone.
Wow.
You'll be back Sunday.
Yeah, not even my son, right? Nobody.
Nobody.
Yo, this is crazy. She's so dead serious.
Get you a friend like me.
Listen,
Maybe you'll live life on the edge.
I think 24-hour trips are amazing.
What is your biggest goal? Like what looks like success to you?
the fuck?
No, for real. What looks like success to you? What looks like success to you?
Sorry, Brit,
oh,
just
I
to
know,
mute.
What you bitch, stupid bitch?
I wouldn't want, like, if y'all didn't work and I could just do whatever every day, I made it.
Okay.
But like for sure, if I could retire my mom, I'd say I made it.
You know what's crazy? I was having a conversation with my mentor one day, and he's like, you know, sometimes people say, like, you ask them, like, what is your why? And a lot of people don't know their why. And, like, some people be like, oh, I want to retire my mom. And then they don't know the cost to retire their mom.
Right.
So it's like, you got to put it so black and white that it's like, if I got to retire my mom, I got to make 30 bands a month because she needs this and I need this.
Yeah. I wouldn't think it would be that expensive.
Right.
30 bands.
Nah, because you gotta
Like,
think.
damn,
If
how
you,
mama living?
say,
Relax now, girl.
like say you buy them a crib. At that point, you're only really paying the taxes on that crib. And how much
Right.
can someone spend a month?
Child, these mamas can spend.
Like if they didn't have bills though, you get me? So it's just like fun money.
I
If
mean,
you're
that's
going
what,
through,
that's what you're
Lady,
pitching for.
if you're going
I
through,
didn't say I was gonna. You better go pick up a hobby or something.
if you're going through 50 bands a month though, it's like, all right, now you being extra.
Mama
a
pipe
little bit.
down.
Yeah, like
My mother's
Okay.
expenses is like $3,000, if that, probably less. Okay,
Exactly,
she
like-
just she be creating expenses.
I
Like,
know my
girl,
mother's expenses is less. So I would definitely want to retire. I mean, Gina re-retire her. Like, I don't know, like whatever money you
vacation
get,
homer.
yeah, whatever little money you get, go play.
Right.
Like you don't gotta worry about bills. You done
What does
enough
success
bills.
look like for you?
Success for me looks like a lot different from what I come from. So right now, this is like a level of success for me because I come from the slums. This is success. So for me, it's like I never envisioned owning a home,
Me neither.
but I wouldn't mind flipping a few.
Same.
So the first flip is a level of success for me. Getting my business off the ground again is a level of success for me. When I like see those girls on Instagram and they got like the Charlies with a bunch of their products and it's filled to the top and then the poster truck got to come and get it, that looks like success to me. Like literally just like building my brand and watching it thrive and knowing that like I could get up and do what the hell I want to do and not have to worry about nothing. And then taking the people, like I told you about the girl Melissa, like taking those people with me, that looks like success to me. Like you don't have to work that type of job. You can actually use your talent to, to thrive, to live, to survive. So that looks like success to me. But we working on it.
And we gonna get there. I mean, even like how she said about this apartment, right? It's like this was very much success for me because I remember used to like journal about it, that I used to want this so bad. And then sometimes I feel like when you caught in it, it's like we don't realize like, no, this is still success. Like no matter how we look at it, this is still equal to success. I feel like success now looks kind of like the same. Like I want to be able to employ the people I love, like to be able to pay somebody that I love what they're really worth, like, and be able to build like a headquarters. I didn't really start thinking about success into like my why until like recently, because like success was just like a dollar amount to me for a really long time, and now it's like it's a purpose thing. Like I want to be able to like somebody that people talk about, like, oh, she did this, and like even now like with wanting to build a business and have like my dad as a meaning behind it, like those are things that once it hits and it succeeds, that looks like success to me. Like being able to have like something that can help everybody, especially people that struggled from what he did.
I think that main vision that you've been seeing for years and years and years and years and years and years and years, like I don't know about everybody, but I know I got that one thing in my head that just sticks and it's been there forever because it hasn't been executed yet. And when that one comes to fruition, that's success to me.
That's your purpose.
Yeah.
If it's stuck and you always keep coming back to it or something like that, it's just like maybe that's my purpose. For me, success looks like freedom. I am a fucking cage bird, and I'm like, when I can actually like just fly free and like come and go as I really please and like just be able to maneuver the way that I really want to, it's just like, damn, I made it. Like my mother don't, like we talked about, my mother don't got to worry about nothing. Like bills are just bills. They're just, second nature, not like shit, not a burden. Or it's like, yeah, maybe I do want to go somewhere for 24 hours. I have the freedom to do so because I've worked so hard to afford these things to myself and the people that I love. So once I feel like I'm at that space, it's just like I think that's when I'll give myself flowers. I rarely ever give myself flowers, and you know that. Like I don't stop to smell the flowers or anything like that. It's like, okay, that's what you're supposed to do. I think at that point,
I feel like that's all of our issues.
that's when I'll smell my own flowers.
That is very important too, to like, and we talk about this all the time, who you surround yourself with is so important because Like, you got a Brit who owns a salon. You got Kim who's doing trucks. JoJo's out here making. We don't even talk about JoJo. Gonna have to talk about his moves one day, okay? Because they are not small.
Bananas.
They are not small. So it's very
that voice
important.
behind the mic.
Yeah, JoJo's out here making moves. Okay,
really
we gotta give JoJo
like,
his
even
flowers.
that, I can't wait to.
Yes.
We proud of him. Where the proud of flowers at?
We just trying to stay somewhere in his schedule, y'all.
We
At
be
this
like,
point.
oh my God, JoJo keep getting bigger and bigger every month go.
And JoJo is so modest. Like, you would on his
Dead ass
Instagram,
humble.
you'll never know what the hell is going on with
No
him.
lie,
humble.
JoJo got offered a very big opportunity, and I could say as a sister, I was proud to know that JoJo stays true to who he is, no matter who he around.
Dead ass.
And that is a very big thing. It's like, if you don't fold on your principles, your morals, and who you are, no matter who or what you around, you a real one.
Yeah,
And it was like
He blushing, y'all.
it was like a situation.
She didn't expect to get his flowers
Right?
today.
It was like a situation.
JoJo, you deserve your flowers, baby.
JoJo is making like power moves.
It was
out
like
here.
a situation that I was like, Joe, it could be good for you. And then when I heard about it, I was like, I sat back, I listened. So I texted him on the side, and I'm like, how do you feel about it? Because, certain kids, he's 22 years old. They would have jumped at an opportunity. He's like, it's not for me.
Ooh.
And I was like, okay. And I respect it and I heard why it wasn't for him. Like I said, most people get put in certain rooms, and it's how we said, they become dick suckers. Like, they fold at who they're around. To know that at such a young age and he gets put in opportunities and he still don't fold, it was like okay, my boy,
Period.
my boy.
And
I
that's
think it comes
important to
down. You
highlight.
gotta just know yourself. Like,
Right.
like I look at, like even that situation. Like, they know better than me. You get me? Like, you wake up, you put your pants the same way I put my pants. Like,
Yeah.
you might have status, but like, if we both cut ourselves right now, we both bleed in the same way. Like, we're
Yeah.
the same person. You get
That's
me?
a fact.
So I'm not gonna like bow down just because you have something. Like,
And that's exactly how I feel when being in certain rooms. Like, I have never in my life been in a certain room and was like, well, I wish that was me. It was more so like, I got to pick your brain to figure out how this can be me. Like, I need to figure out what you did to motivate me to think differently. Because we all got to be honest with ourselves. Like, there's certain times where I check myself all the time. Like, you not doing enough. Like, you say you want certain things, but then you scrolling on Instagram carelessly for 5 hours. Girl, you could have done something useful with your time. You got me? Like, but being around those people, I've never been a hater, but it's the same thing. Like, we're the same type of people. If you could get it, I could get it. What makes you so different? Like,
What you do with your 24 hours?
Period.
and when someone gets blessed around you, it means just like God's in the neighborhood. You get me?
Hello.
You might be next.
And you just gotta wait for your turn.
Yeah, you might be next, but hating on it is not gonna come to you.
ever.
Or it might come, but it's gonna leave. It's out.
I've seen or been in spaces where it's just like, you see people look to the left of them and be like, well, this one got that, and they look to the right and be like, well, I want to do that, and whatever. And it's like, but are you putting in the work that this one put in and that one put in?
And sometimes people don't realize what really come with that. You know what I mean?
100%.
Like even how we be talking about all these rappers and stuff. Like, yeah, the money, the fame, that shit look cool, but they was getting touched in their butt to get that. You get me? Like, so you don't really know what
And
actually
look how
come
many of
with
them
that.
kill themselves.
Yeah, like,
Or like OD and like things like they're going through
or
something.
like how
Or
many
they're
of them
so
end up going
depressed.
broke after? Like, they might have it for right now, but
A lot
If
of them
you not-
rappers don't really be having it.
Right.
yeah.
Fool.
And I feel like if
So a
you're
lot
not
of them
really
get in
real
trouble
on the
for drugs.
inside, it never lasts. Like,
Yeah.
it's more there just to teach you a lesson. Like, and they learn the lesson in the end.
No, if I learn anything, it's like you don't look at what your neighbor got. You don't look at what this person got. You focus on your grass.
Well,
You
I
water
tell
your grass.
her all the time, and I tell my son's father all the time, he'll say to me, like, oh, if Kim's in trucking, why you don't just do that? I'm like, that's not my journey. That's not my path. Like,
There's a lot of times like I talk to Shanice and I'm like, because I have certain ideas that I want to pursue and I clearly need to hire help. And I talk about it and it's like I'm giving these opportunities to other people. In a sense, I feel guilty because it's like, this is literally my right hand and I'm not giving her this opportunity. But when she said it, it stuck to me. Like, you're right. This is my journey. Like, the way I love this, you're never going to love it because it's not your journey.
Right.
So it's like, I'm not going to force you to be in a position that you don't want to be in. So it's like, if she ever came to me like, yo, Kim, like I want to do this with you, it would have been no question asked. Right. But she already told me in the past, like, bro, this is your journey. It's not mine. Like, I'm not interested in it. I see how well you doing it, but that doesn't mean it's for me. Yeah. And I'm like, and I could have only respected because, again, most people would have been dick suckers and like, oh, my friend making money, let me go jump in there.
I had to learn that myself.
And then fuck your shit up.
Yeah, that's like, oh, Brit got two shops and she make what? And she get to be like, oh, I'm gonna go start doing hair. Oh, Kim is in insurance and she's doing that. She's going to Houston for a week. Oh, I'm about to start doing, like, I had to learn that like a couple years ago, following somebody else's path, and it wasn't my journey, and I kind of got stuck, and I was just like, why the fuck am I doing this? Because you want to do it? I don't even care about this shit for real. Right. Like, I don't even like this. So y'all gotta, like, a lot of people be like money hungry, like a dollar hang above their head, and they go like, okay, I want it. That's not me. That'll never be me.
I think it's two sides to that though. What? Because sometimes I also feel like just try it. You know what I mean?
Nah, I did that already. That's how I know that.
No, I'm not saying like that specific, but like just.
No.
Like I'll be getting certain opportunities and I'll just try it. And then if I don't like it, I don't like it.
Nah, you know why I say that? Because I've already been there. Not with Kim, but I've tried to pursue something that somebody else put on the table for me because it was making money. And it was like, yeah, this is making money, but I ain't happy.
That's the thing. It's like certain, like you knew that opportunity wasn't for you. And it's just like, yeah, Kim could present her opportunity, but if she knows she's not passionate or she don't give a fuck about it, she gonna fumble that opportunity. Mm-hmm. Like, it's very mature.
And then I got your name on the line.
Yeah, it's very mature to be like, I ain't even finna do that to you. I know. Yeah, it might look good on paper, but I know I'm about to fuck this shit up.
Yeah, and it's not even that. Like, I'll give 100%. If she needed me to do something for her, I'll do it. If she needed me to put a play or like plug somebody, I'll do it 100%. But I'm not gonna sit there and be like, yo, fuck it, Kim. I'm about to fuck what I'm doing. I'm about to go all in with you with this trucking 100%. Shit. No, 100%. That's not my passion. That's not my passion.
I mean, even it's like with the insurance shit, like, granted, somebody put it on the table for me, and he loves insurance, like lives and dies for insurance, and that's all he want to get involved in. My why and my like how I go so hard is not insurance. Insurance just got me in the door. Like everything else is where I love. But you was
into trucks though.
I was into trucks.
Right, so it all fit. Like,
it all fit.
I don't give a fuck about a truck. I don't give a fuck about no insurance unless I gotta pay it. Like, that's just not my, she was into trucks, so it kind of just fit.
I think I just like I be liking the business of shit, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, my passion is the game of it. Like,
I
like that. Like,
low-key,
whether it's marketing, whether it's the clothes, like anything I'm doing, like, I just like the hustle of it.
Right. There was a time I really sat back, and I know you probably feel the same way, and I'm sure you do too, because it's like all three of us, as you can see in a lot of different episodes, we're very different, but there's a lot of similarities in us, and similarities, we're all hustlers. Like, one thing for sure, two things for certain, we gonna get to it. And I was thinking about it the other day, and I'm like, I went from trucks, I sold lashes, I did makeup. Like, a lot of people today don't know I did makeup back before. I'm like, I was a manager to a salon. I've done bartending, bottle waitressing, worked in I've done everything. And no lie, I've succeeded in everything I did. Like, I sold lashes and I did it great. Like, I did makeup and I did it great. Like, I used to get booked on like reality with reality TV like stars. Like, I did it great. So it's like, I think it's how he said, like, it's just the business part of it. Like,
it's the game.
It's the hustle.
It's the game. Like, I could never be a drug dealer. I'm going straight to jail. But I respect the game. That's why I'm attracted to drug dealers.
It's because they hustle.
Because it's just like, it's like a mental game. Like, if you literally could think about how
it's like chess in a way.
Yeah. It's a very strategic game, and that's what I'm attracted to. Yeah. So just like him, I sold lashes, I sold accessories, I was an entertainment writer. I was an entertainment editor. Like, I was in so many different lanes before I found my lane. But I was also never afraid to just try shit. And it's just like, if I like it, I like it. Or if I'm over it now, I'm over it now. I'm paying my own bills. I ain't in nobody's way. I'm going to just do it how I want to do it.
I mean, that's my real life goal. Like, marketing is the play right now, but like, I want to just be able to, like, everyone's go-to. Like, you want to start something, you just hit me up.
Yeah.
I'm going to invest in it.
But that, like that.
I like the
so you want to be
game.
an investor?
Yeah, but like everything though, like from real estate to business. Like I like the game of like building something. You know what I mean?
It's that portfolio.
Shit,
yeah.
It's a lot of investors in their portfolio spans mad industries.
And then it's like even that,
real
it's
estate.
like, but he's doing things with a purpose. Like your purpose is to watching somebody grow, like and become successful. Like your purpose can never be, I want to make money. If you're living your purpose to make money, it's like that's a fucked up purpose.
You a hoe.
Yeah, like
You a hoe.
Word, and whatever you work it for is gonna be a pimp.
And there's
no,
that's real shit.
And a word.
No, if you chasing a dollar, you a hoe. That means that anybody, if Britt be like, yo, I give you $300 right now, come to my shop for 2 hours, you gonna go. And if you at Britt's shop within those hours, and Kim call you and say, I got $500 for you right now, and then pull up, you gonna leave. And if I call you and be like, yo, I got something for you to do with me, like come with me, I'm gonna give you a band. You're gonna leave. You're a hoe. You're gonna chase the dollar forever. You have to find your purpose.
And there's no telling what you won't do.
And there's no telling what you won't do.
That's one thing I
who you
saw.
Cross anything.
When I was bartending, because as many of you may know, like that game can be wicked. And now that I'm out of it, I look back and I'm like, I'm proud of what I stand by as a woman. Because can't nobody say I did anything for $1.
Yeah.
Like, can't nobody say I changed the way I was or like I started acting funny.
Yeah.
Like, I never did anything I stayed true to who I was no matter what field I was in.
Yeah.
And it's like a lot of people can't say that. And it's not even just women. It's men too.
Like, 100%.
Listen, I done things that I ain't want to do for bread before. Not hoeing, not selling no pussy. But like we've all, like, I don't know about everybody, but I've done things that I ain't necessarily want to do just to, like, because, like sometimes just where you come from and what you got to do. And it's just like, yo, I just kind of got to like, fuck it. I got to make this play. I got to do this. I got to do that. Like, yeah, not everybody.
All been there.
Yeah, people have done things that they don't want to do to make money. And I'm not, because I'm a female, it's going to sound like hoeing. It's sound like selling pussy.
Let's be clear, it's not hoeing. She needs
it's
to
not
selling
hoeing.
coochie or feet pics.
But girls, people, right. I might sell a little foot picture.
Like,
but you do things sometimes that you don't necessarily want to do. Might even take a job that you don't want to take. You might feel like it's beneath you.
Yeah.
We do things sometimes. But if it's that bad, you better take that job.
But that's a fact. Like, if you just will do whatever to be in any room,
you a hoe. Nah, I'm just playing. But nah,
big hoe.
Really got to ground yourself, get some morals about yourself. But this is all things that you have to learn as you go along. Because not for nothing, I'm 31 now. In my early 20s, I always had a job. I had a job since I was 16. I've always worked. I've always made my own money. I've always taken care of myself. That's why, like, this guy told me one time, he was like, I don't need you to take care of me, but if you do, thank you. I've always taken care of myself. Mm-hmm. So in the midst of that, it's just like I kind of had to figure out what my passion was, figure out what I wanted, figure out like what my journey was. And then it was just like, no, I don't want to do this job no more. I don't want to do that no more. And it was just like, I gotta find myself. That,
and I used to be like, is something wrong with me? Like, I can't keep a job. Like,
I could keep a job.
I could keep a job, but I would just be like unfulfilled. So I would just go like, I would jump to the next one.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, okay, like when are you going to stay at a job? But they just weren't for me. This is the first time that I'm like
happy.
But
that's why I brought up the age thing, because
she invested.
I'm in your 20s, you're figuring yourself out. I used to walk the halls of CBS. And used to walk past the cafeteria and used to walk past the same part and be like, yo, why am I here? Like, I don't love this anymore. Like, I used to love working at Channel 2. I used to love it. Like, those are some of the best people I've ever met and some of the most important relationships that I met or made in that building. But at some point, I got tired. By year 3, I was like, yo, I'm tired. Yeah, this ain't it. I started to learn, like, okay, Shanice, like, God put you here for a reason. God might have put you here to make these connections. I'm tired now. I gotta go. I gotta move on. I moved on to the post office. Knew for a fact that wasn't for me. Stayed there for 4 years. In the post office, my son's father's like, yo, you need to sell here. I'm like, why? He was like, you need to just sell here. Sold here, made a fucking killing. It was amazing. But I was unfulfilled because it was unorganized and it was just like.
Because you didn't have the time to.
I didn't have the time. I was leaving the post office at 7 a.m, going to Brooklyn. I lived in the Bronx, going to Jersey, delivering, doing everything. I had no structure in the business, but I was making money, so I didn't care. Like, I didn't even have to touch my check. I was chasing the dollar. I was like, I was a hoe. I was chasing the dollar. But at some point, it was around Christmas that I realized, like, yo, Shanice, you got to slow down. Like, you need structure. Like,
pregnant.
I wasn't pregnant at this time. This was a time when I went from Brooklyn to the Bronx, back to Brooklyn, and my son's father, he was like, I want to take you to see the tree. Every time I see the tree, I think about the tree.
Leg up.
He was like, I want to take you to see the tree later on tonight. And my day was so filled with filling orders, I could not make time to go see that tree. And I was like, I can't do this. I have to find structure. And I kind of slowed down until I stopped. And I never picked it back up. So it's just like,
That's one of my fears.
I was reading this business book.
That's one of my
Slowing
fears
down.
of like introducing like a man into my life right now.
Really?
Yeah. If I was to like get serious with somebody, I feel like
It would slow down.
I feel like Dream would suffer so bad.
You can't let that happen.
I know. And that's why I'm like low key. Like it's like, okay, I'm nervous to be like take
It
somebody
depends though.
serious.
I think if you find the right one, it could grow bigger.
Yeah.
It literally depends. And I think it's a me thing. Like I get so invested in things. Like I'm so invested in Dream.
But I feel like you have so much structure, and it's just like, for a fact, like, my business, you always talk about your top 3. Your business always comes first. Yeah. For me, it was just like, I wanted a family. So love always came first. And then it was just like, oh my God, he want to take me to see the tree. I can't go to see the tree. Like, I don't like crying my eyes out around Christmas. But it's like, bitch, it's Christmas. These bitches want their hair done.
Yeah.
You going to sell hair, you going to go see a tree.
Yeah.
So it was just like, and I was so young. I was 24, 25 years old. And at this stage, it's just like, now I need structure. Now I need to, listen, you're going to have to wait until my orders are filled. Like, it's so much different the older you get. And you're like moving at a really good age into your career.
Yeah, but there's certain days that I feel the same way. Like, I don't feel like I have structure. Mm-hmm. Like, there's certain days where I'm like, that's why I say I check myself often. Like, nah, you could be doing this better. Mm-hmm. Or you really got to start doing this. Or like, and my ideas in my head are so big, but it's like you can't be big if you don't got the structure to get there. Mm-hmm. And I was reading this business book, and it was like certain people, they call them technicians, right? So let's use you, for example. Like, you're great at hair. So you're doing something. So why would you work for someone? You're like, right, why am I going to do this? Like, work for you. I could work for myself. Like, look at how busy I am, blah, blah, blah. So you go and open up your own business, right? But you only know the hair part.
Right.
You don't know the books. Mm-hmm. You don't know the business. You don't know the you don't know any of that. So they say, like, open up a business, you got to be 3 things. You got to be the technician, the manager, and the entrepreneur. So the entrepreneur thinks about the future of how this is going to grow. The manager got to think about the right now, the structure, and the technician got to do the work. Mm-hmm. But anybody who's trying to do all 3 is going to fail. Mm-hmm. So then it's like you get in a point where it's like you got to hire. Then you get so excited when you hire, you end up crashing out because it's like, oh my God, this is so great. And now you realize you step back.
Yeah.
And then, but it's, again, you can't be all 3.
That was my biggest problem, is that I wanted to protect my baby. I didn't want nobody ruining my baby.
I wish I could find help.
No, I didn't want nobody touching it. I didn't want nobody's help. Like, I want to do everything. I built my website by myself. I was doing them orders by myself. I ain't gonna lie, my baby father brother was dropping off here for me at one point. I'm like, I can't do it. I'm a little tired. But I still wanted I wanted to protect my baby. But now I know moving forward, it's just like, you can't do everything, Shanice. You got to let some of the burden go.
The thing I had learned, I think it kind of made me a unicorn in this industry, is I had the business, literally the business knowledge. Like, that's what I graduated college with. And then I had the technical skills. Like, so I'm licensed and degreed. So when I was working at different salons, like, I was manager quick. Or I was managing 2 salons at one time, because it's like, she understands the business, and her technical skills also generate income. Now, branching over to what you said, and it's just like being a manager, being a technician, and being an entrepreneur, it's a lot. Mm-hmm. Like, it's a lot. And yeah, you may have you literally may have the skills, but it's just like, it's so much going on in each department. I do need help to have somebody, like, to execute things in an efficient way in even one department, let alone all 3.
Right.
Oh my God, there's this clip from Milano that
she always talks about it.
Go back to this clip from when I first started.
I love her journey.
I tell y'all, like, I literally, shout out to Milano. Like, you really cannot run the whole operation by yourself. You have to really
like talking
have
about
help.
her team.
You need help. You need a team. So don't think if you out here, you starting a business, you crying in your room right now because you struggling, baby. It's okay to get a team. It's okay to ask your sister to help. It's okay to ask your cousin to help. Like
It's okay
anybody
to ask
you know,
for help in general.
yeah, anybody that
A
you
lot
know
of
that can
people
help
just
you.
Don't like
Ask.
asking for help.
Ask for help because
Ask
baby,
for
at
help.
this stage, I'm asking for help. I used to be scared to ask for
Same.
help. Mamas ain't scared no
I think
more.
in the beginning
you
though,
do this
you
for me?
gotta do it yourself.
You do.
You
Yeah,
gotta do it
build
yourself. Because even right now,
Because
like,
then you could hire someone, but if you don't even know what they supposed to
Exactly.
be doing,
But people
like,
gotta trust you though.
they could be doing whatever. You're not gonna know if they fucking up. Or
Right.
JoJo's 100% right, and I literally, and I learned this from my friend G. When we learned this together, it was just like we learned every aspect of her business from top to bottom.
can you see?
Because in anything, it was just like if somebody was to leave,
Yeah.
we can still do it. And that's even the same with Dream. Depend on the department, I can run or execute in any department. Just in case somebody leaves or somebody's not there, my business don't take a hit.
Right.
Now, do I plan to be everything? Hell no. But in the event I have to,
You have
I
to
can.
at least know.
You
Yeah.
gotta
And
know
I'm saying
your
it more for the
business.
people who like they want to start something. Don't think you're gonna hire employees like the night
Yeah.
you think of the
Yeah.
You
idea,
gotta build
like,
something for people to
You
go
gotta have
off.
a
You
foundation.
You
can't
gotta
just have a
like learn it first, and
Yeah.
then once you learn it, now you could teach the people you're hiring
Yes.
what you want.
It's
them to
even
do.
now, like I said, I'm going to Houston for a dispatch class. There's not 1 ounce of me that can handle dispatch right now. Like,
But if you know it, you
and
can
add it.
put on.
But like,
you
if
know it.
I know it, how can I say like, oh my god, I want to have a dispatcher, and I'm hiring Joe Schmo, and Joe Schmo doesn't know what
And
he's
y'all
doing.
trying to figure it out together. Like, I think you pressed this one. Let me Google it. Like, no.
Like, how
can
can I
put him
hire
on,
you?
yeah.
And then it's like, now my name is on the line because I'm stamping it as it's mine.
Yeah.
No, I need to know it's coming from me and it's solidified that it's okay because I did it. Like,
Period.
I
But
did
a lot
it.
of people don't want to put that work in. They do not want to build foundations for their
No,
business.
but they don't
How you
want
got
to
a house
build.
with no foundation?
They
That
don't
shit
want to
gonna
build
fall apart.
foundation in nothing. Like, we talk about relationships often, bro. Like, even now, relationships don't have foundation. They don't have nothing. They just go off of
That go
a
back to
vibe.
they
Like, oh, you
chasing
look
the
good.
dollar.
All right. So what's up?
What you say, JoJo?
Chasing
That
the
go
dollar.
back to they chasing the dollar.
Period.
Like they want to start a business because they think I'm gonna be rich like that. Like
Yep, that's it. Like,
You gotta
So
start
not
it.
everybody
Like that.
is not everybody is made to be an entrepreneur, and that's it. Like, if everybody was an entrepreneur, we would have no 9 to 5 workers, and we need y'all. Like,
Okay.
And shout out to the people that are happy working 9 to 5.
I found the Milano thing, guys. Let's hear it.
meet up every month. But I'm gonna answer this question first. As far as having a team when you first start, one thing about it, don't depend on nobody. Nobody owe you shit. Like she said, you can have a team today and they're all going tomorrow. You never know they move. So you gotta stick with your own vision, and if they goes with the vision, or if they don't, that should not determine how far you're going to go. So you have to be self-motivated. Because I had a big turnaround. I had a team. I lost the team. I had people that I think I could rely on, and they let me down. But you gotta realize God didn't give me a vision. So you the only one that has that. They have that vision, and you have to learn every single aspect of your company. So when you do get a team, you can know, like, okay, I'm putting her in charge of social media marketing. If she say, oh, I can't do all these posts and I can't do this, you know that she can do it. You know how long it's going to take her to do it. So you can give her the exact job and the job description. And if she's telling you she can do it, she's bullshit. No, next.
I love, like, I go back to that all the time.
Listen, I was talking to somebody this week, and it was this video I came across, and it was just like, leaders are the visionaries. And it's like somebody has to be the visionary to bring other people out of like hopeless or dark spaces. And oftentimes entrepreneurs get lost in what one of my old bosses used to call the weeds, right? Like, you're the visionary. You don't got time to be in the little shit. You bring people on for that. You need to keep the vision, because the vision is what's going to bring other people out of their circumstances.
right.
So it's just like you don't got time to be clouded or, working off of emotions like, oh, this person don't like this. No. Like, you need to keep focused on the vision, because that vision is what's going to help others get to their goals.
Right.
So it's one of those things where it's just like, I always try to keep that in mind when it's just like, even when shit like gets shaky, it's like, no, you need to trust the vision that God gave you, because that's going to impact others.
Right.
So you stay focused.
Right. We're giving y'all gems today, okay?
This is the shit that we dealing with, and this is what we think about on a day-to-day basis.
When the lemon drops ain't involved, we got some gems, okay?
Right, we got a clear mind.
We got a clear mind, but no, for real.
It's even with the whole podcast thing. Like, y'all write in our comments all day, like, oh, somebody take the mics away, blah, blah, blah. Everybody doing this, everybody doing that. Me and Shanice's first week with a podcast, we hit over 300,000 views. If it's your purpose, it's going to succeed. Whether and you be in the comments saying for us to get rid of the mics, we still made it on your page. So it's like,
and you commented.
God gave us a purpose, and we're feeling like this is just for, like, this is fun for us. Like, this is what we do. Like, these conversations we're having are conversations we have already, but you may need it. Like, you may need it to hear that. It may have crossed you for a reason. So it's like, if we succeed in something, it's because we're made to do this. Not everybody is made to do it. Somebody can open up a podcast the same time we did, and we took off and they didn't. It's because you're not made. Your journey is not the other person's journey.
Right.
Like, and that's just that.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna close this out with a prayer. No, I'm just joking.
Everybody bow your heads, turn to your neighbor.
No, but we're gonna close this out with positive vibes. Everybody just follow your dreams. And I think the message today was follow your dreams, not somebody else's dreams.
And if you don't know what your dreams are, it's okay. Test shit out until something
and
sticks.
ask yourself.
Hit us up. I might know your dream.
Ask yourself the hard questions, like, what is your why? What is your, like, what do you feel like is your reasoning? What hits you the most? What do you feel like will fulfill you the most? What is your, like, ask yourself. And sometimes you're not going to get the answer right away. You got to keep going till it's a clear vision and clear purpose.
God will
ask yourself.
reveal it. God will totally reveal it to
right.
you. Like,
I think to find your dream, though, you got to spend time alone.
I agree.
That part 2.
Say that
Because a lot of
again.
people
Part 2
so
loaded.
caught up in what's going on in the outside world that you automatically just start making other people's success your dream.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, put the phone down, get away a little, just stay in your own mind, talk to yourself, learn yourself.
Yeah, a lot of
Learn
y'all
what you like,
I can't
what
even
you
get
don't
into
like.
that. That's gonna have to go into
That's a whole
the next
nother
episode
episode.
because a lot of y'all do not know yourself. It's so important to get in tune with who you are. Not even for
We'll
a
definitely
man or
talk
nothing.
about that because it took me a long time to know who I was. But like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next episode.
Bye.